All right, let's get straight into it. We are breaking down the exact playbook you need to start dropping those high kill wins you've been chasing. And listen, this isn't about luck. Not at all. It's about building a pro-level strategy that actually works in 2026.
So, does this sound familiar? You've put in the hours, right? Your mechanics feel clean, you're hitting your edits in creative, but then you get into a real game and lose a fight to someone you know you should have smoked. It is one of the most frustrating feelings in Fortnite, and honestly, it's a huge sign that there's a key piece of the puzzle missing.
The goal here is actually really simple. We're going to completely flip your mindset. See, pro players, they don't just react to what their opponent does. No way. They dictate the pace of the fight, they control the space, and they force their opponent to react to them. That's the huge leap we're going to make today.
And you know what? That whole transformation, it starts way before you even drop from the bus. Winning is a habit, plain and simple, and that habit starts with a razor-sharp warm-up.
Look, just hopping into creative and free building aimlessly for 10 minutes, that's not going to cut it. A real pro's warm-up is a super targeted routine. It's designed specifically to prime their muscle memory and get their mechanics ready for actual in-game fights. It's all about quality, not just quantity.
So here's the routine you gotta try. First, drop your speed down to about 80%. This is gonna force you to slow down and really focus on perfect, super efficient crosshair placement. Then you're gonna crank it all the way up to 120%. This is where you master those awkward, clunky edits because the high speed forces you into those tough spots. And finally, bring it back down to 100%, to normal speed, to really lock in all that new muscle memory.
Okay, so once that foundation is set, let's dig into the specific mechanics that really separate the pros from, well, everyone else. Okay, pay close attention here because this is one of those tiny details that makes a massive difference. So many players do a standard leap side jump, right? It sends you way up in the air, exposes your whole body, and worst of all, there's a delay before you can even shoot. But pros, they do something different. They tap the sprint button right before they jump. And what this does is create a faster, lower side jump that keeps you protected and lets you fire instantly. It's a game changer.
In this right here, this is maybe the single most important concept in the entire game, both for offense and defense. It's the right hand peek. Think about it. The camera is over your right shoulder. That means you can hide almost your entire body behind a wall on your right and you still have a clear shot. If you master this, you'll be dealing tons of damage while taking basically none in return. You absolutely have to learn this.
You know, being a fast editor is cool, but speed is totally useless without strategy. Instead of making some big, wide-open edit and just hoping for the best in a 50-50 fight, pros will almost always make a small window edit first. So why do they do that? Simple. It lets them safely place a cone or a wall inside the other guy's box, which means they get piece control before the real fight even starts. See, they control the space, then they go for the kill. All right, so we're warmed up, our mechanics are feeling sharp. Now let's get into the real meat of it. How do we actually apply all this stuff to consistently win more fights? Think about it. When you're pressuring someone's box, just pickaxing or spraying your AR is super predictable. Your opponent can literally hear the rhythm of your pickaxe and time their edit or their shotgun shot perfectly. Smart pressure is all about being unpredictable. Try this instead. One shotgun blast, followed immediately by a few AR bullets. That wall will break almost instantly, and it'll catch your opponent completely off guard. Okay, write these down, screenshot this, whatever you gotta do. These are habits you must drill into your gameplay. Number 1, switch weapons to finish kills faster. Don't just stand there waiting for your shotgun delay. Number 2, sprint less during close quarters fights. You gotta keep that shotgun out and ready. 3, always create new angles. Never, ever chase an opponent through their own old builds. And finally, number 4, when you're pressuring a box, always place high walls to block off their escape routes. And this quote right here, man, it really gets to the heart of what elite-level fighting is all about. You might get away with a certain move once, maybe even twice, but a really good player, they're going to download your pattern, they're going to read you like a book, and they will punish you for it. The absolute key is to be unpredictable. You have to constantly change up your angles and your edits so they can never, ever guess what you're going to do next. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. Because winning fights isn't just about your aim and your edits. It's about positioning. It's about where you are on the battlefield before a single shot even gets fired. Seriously, think of these rules as your lifeline. You're getting beamed? Do not drop down. Height is control, so you hold on to it. You need to heal? Don't build backwards and give up all that space. You build towards your opponent to keep the pressure on.
In a super stacked endgame, crouch walking literally makes you disappear from visual audio. And of course, always hug those right-hand peaks.
This is such a crucial mindset shift, you guys. Healing isn't a passive thing. By building towards your opponent while you heal, you make them hesitate. They can't just W key you mindlessly because now they're on your builds. This kind of aggressive spacing keeps you in the driver's seat, even when you're low on health.
Okay, you've dominated the mid-game, you've controlled the map, and now it's down to the final moments. This right here is where composure and pure game sense win you the match.
Just look at the critical difference here. The average player is sprinting everywhere, which means their weapon is put away and there's a delay before they can actually fire. But the pro? They're walking calmly. Their gun is out, their crosshair is ready, and they can shoot instantly. That tiny split-second advantage, that is everything in a final 1v1.
This is it, the final moments. You've earned the advantage, so now you have to press it. Stay on their wall, keep mixing up your pressure, and never, ever give them a single moment to breathe, to heal, or to reset. The goal is to apply so much relentless, smart pressure that you force them into making a mistake. That's how you close it out and secure that victory royale.
Woo! We've covered a ton of ground, from warm-ups all the way to endgame tactics. Now the key here is not to try and do all of this at once. You'll just get overwhelmed. Instead, pick one, maybe two of these habits, like that sprint button side jump or building towards your opponent when you heal, and just consciously focus on that in your games. Master it. Then move to the next. So let me know, which one are you going to master first?